Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD campaign. Here today, we're going to be starting episode 2 of my Ayyubid Sultanate Let's Play. So guys, if you still are enjoying this series and would like to see more, the best way to ensure more content is to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here with notifications on, and let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the series thus far. We're going to be starting off episode 2 here today with the Siege of Antioch. I was actually planning to start the episode once my siege equipment was built. However, the Principality has been incredibly aggressive against us and is going to fight us on the field here today. And they even have seasickness attrition. Yeah, they've got seasickness, yeah, as a debuff. So regardless, we're going to be fighting here with Abu Bakr and also my son Issa against them. So they're bringing 3 units of spear sergeants, 9 units, no, 3, 6, yeah, 7. Right, 7 units of archers, 4 units of crossbows, 1 unit of cavalry. So they do have a lot less cavalry. They've got a decent amount of archers though. However, we're going to fight this one on the field of battle. So I've got to say a huge thank you to the 1212 AD mod team for sending me an early access copy of the mod and making this series possible. I must preface that this mod is still in early access and is subject to change. We're still using the alpha build. So we have the Battle of Antioch to start off the episode 1214 AD. We're coming off a major victory in the first episode. If you haven't gone and watched it, I highly recommend you do. We managed to defeat the Kingdom of Jerusalem and Cyprus and throw back the Crusaders into the sea from whence they came. We also destroyed a decent army of the Principality of Antioch. They united against us for the Battle of Acca. So, we're going to be fighting them here today. Let's hope this map isn't as, well, shit as it was last time. So, seasickness, right, okay. So, hopefully there isn't any amphibious attacks. So, we've got a reinforcing of 2,408. Okay, cool. So, our reinforcements is coming from behind us. Thank the gods. Thank God for that. So, let's have a look at the terrain. So, there's a huge mountain in between, and they're attacking us as well. You will win if the timer runs out. I might even make a defensive position. Sit back, relax. Trying to allow them to hit me. So let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer for this series. The main objective is to take Constantinople. And I think maybe we should call it Istanbul. That'd be quite cool, like renaming it to that. Also taking out Rome, taking the city of Rome and maybe Vienna. So let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand. So I'm going to move everyone over here. So let's have a look at what we're working with. So we can actually make a nice sort of narrow corridor here, because that's the end of the map, isn't it? Because we're in the back end here, so we can actually hold up against this and not get flanked. Okay, I'll see if I can make something work like this. Okay, let's try and form up as best we can here. So I think, yeah, trying to go for that rock is probably our best bet. Sit back, relax, fire death upon the enemy. Rain, fire, and death will be good. Okay, and we'll just move it like that because we're going to have to reform the majority of it anyway. So they are coming from an amphibious attack. Okay. That's interesting. So they're coming from boat. I skipped a little bit ahead. Nothing really too much happened. We're dealing with rebellions and civil wars, really. But I wanted to start off this episode with the Siege of Antioch. So they are coming from the sea. Okay, that's what I thought when I read the seasickness, but they weren't because of... I didn't think they were because it looked like the army attacked me out. Okay, so we'll try and make a strong front line here, just for the time being. I'm quite happy with that. We'll move my archers here. Probably go with a loose formation, as they do have superior... I don't know if they do have superior archers. However, their crossbows are quite strong. Okay, let's move into position with our men. So front line, mostly made up of Numidian spears and ethnic Ayyubids. We have our Sudanese archers in the back line here. And then we have our cavalry making way just in case they disembark. We need to fight them on the beachhead here. So once we finish off the Principality of Antioch here, we have finished off all the Crusader states in the Middle East. There will be no more. Now, the Pope has called a crusade on Cairo. We're going to have to defend that to the bitter end as well. Okay, let's reform this army coming up. Yeah, so we've got a decent amount of archers here. Let's just try and throw you guys into this. Okay, cool. So let's make another lot here. So probably try and... what should I do with this? So this should be a second line, but they're actually quite good swordsmen. So I'll try and make this to my liking. Try and put some swordsmen here in the center line. And then we'll form a shield wall. So this is fine. We'll add everyone here like this. So get everyone here. This will be the first line. We'll make a secondary line as well. And then once everyone's into position, we'll form a shield wall. Okay, now reinforcing archers, go with the loose formation. And we'll try and... there was a couple there that weren't actually on loose. There we are. That should have fixed it now. That'll do. Okay, so let's move these 2 units of cavalry here, because I might need to charge and flank on that right side, and we'll keep those other guys here. Let's keep the general on the right flank, and then we'll put my son on the left one as well. Okay, let's run up and make some room. So, we'll win if the timer runs out, so let's sit back, relax, and wait for them to come to me. So, I don't know what this army is doing. I would imagine it's going to try and disembark. We've got a good strategic point here, so we're just going to sit back and wait for them to come to me. There's no point of pushing further out here. We've deployed 5,169. They have 4,420 on them. So they're slowly but surely moving their Knights of Christ, slowly but surely. Deus Volt! The Crusaders have a final stand here. So we're fighting the Principality of Antioch. A lot of French, English, and Germanic soldiers. The ships are slowly but surely making their way through as well. And we've formed up a really good position on the coast. Man, we had a hell of a fight in the last episode. Man, probably one of the hardest battles I fought at the start of a video. Spearmen here. We're going to have our swordsmen here as well. Good. Is everyone into position? Cavalry on the left and right. I'm really happy with that. I think everyone's in a formidable slot. So, let's straight up deploy with a shield wall. We're not going to be able to do it. We have to go one at a time, because technically it's different. Okay, so if I was the enemy, I would sort of sit here and allow the archers to attack with impunity, but I don't know if the AI is smart enough to do exactly that, because realistically, there's nothing I really can do about those archers, to be honest. Okay, let's try and take control of this corridor here, because we don't want my archers to get flanked. So they can pull further back here. We've got the general. We can actually move him further up if we want. Okay, so they are looking like they want to disembark. Okay, so it looks like the general's moved up a unit of cavalry here, and the reinforcing army is significantly further back. Okay, so what are they planning to do here? I could move some archers down to try and set them ablaze, but they're too close here now. We might as well wait until they try and disembark, which looks like they might try and do. I'm going to keep my 4 units of cavalry here. I might need to drop 2 more over here, to be honest, because it looks like they're pushing further back. And then we'll put you 3 here. Alright, let's swing around. Make sure they don't flank us. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. Are they trying to retreat, or what are they doing? The main line's now pushing up, and now we can get a bit of a taste of the spearmen here. They're going to be quite some time before they arrive to the front line. Okay, let's quickly double back to my cavalry. So what are they doing? So, I don't exactly know. But even if they do try and disembark, we're going to have a good lot of charges against them. Okay, it looks like they're going to try and come in now. Let's try and speed things up a bit. So, they seem to be coming. Pull you further back. Don't allow them to hit you. Coming into shore, lads. So they're medium bowmen here, 3 for 3. And we've got another lot here. We're going to get a really good beach charge here. Now, the problem is, they still haven't fixed this with Total War. Like, you can't attack until they start, like, fully disembarking. So, come on. Allow me to attack. Yep, go. Charge, men. Don't let them get a foot holding. Good. Let's quickly move out. Charge. Get ready. Start charging. They're not quite in just yet. Okay, we're going to have to slow things down a bit. Because they are now deploying spearmen within this zone. So, what I'm going to have to do is swing out of their formation and swing these guys here. To be honest, I've probably got too many guys on this front line here. Just for the time being. Like, we might be better off swinging them down and away. Down here instead of just allowing my cavalry just to charge. Okay, to hit them. Now fall out and go for another attack. And we'll cycle charge this again. I'm actually going to need some more reinforcements further on this side. Go, before they get a volley off. Charge that again. You charge this. Charge that. Swing spearmen down here now. Let's cycle charge this. They're now broken. Okay, their general's actually coming to the front line. They've actually charged me head on here. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to disable fire at will. Because this is going to cause way too much friendly fire than what it's worth. So, now they're in, which is good. Now you can fall out. We want to try and cycle charge as best we can. Okay, keep you in here. So my spearmen are engaging theirs on the beach. Yeah, it's the seasickness what's going to do it. They've got morale debuffs as well. More crusaders are jumping over the bow. We'll try swinging our spearmen to help somewhat. We've got decent cavalry as the Ayyubids, which is good. We got that going for us. So they're falling their other units further back. Okay, there's not really too much we can do with them. Pin you here and try and go for something like that. They're doing alright. Let's swing the cavalry down and around. Keep the spearmen dealing with them. It's going to be a bit of a stalemate here because they've got their back to the sea. You'd think that would count as sort of a surrounding thing. You'd think they'd drop morale because they've got nowhere to go. They're fighting to the end. Push through this small corridor here and try and finish them off. Would be ideal. It's going to take them a little while to get up to speed. They're now breaking. Yeah, there we go. This is what we want. We want to countercharge through there, through the rocks. They thought they were safe with the rocks at their back. There we go. That should fully rout. Wow, what a strong charge for the Sultanate there. Okay, now we need to finish off these guys here. And this should be a full rout here. Okay, we're still dealing with that. Another unit of spearmen's now coming in. And they still haven't engaged my front line. They're still moving up. So we've only lost 100 of our men. We've killed about 1,000 of them trying to disembark here. This is a really cool fight. We've had a couple of really unique sort of battles. So guys, FYI, this campaign will end in the future at some point. No time soon, of course. But once I've finished, I need to replace it with something in the upload slot. So, Would you like me to do another Medieval Kingdoms 12-12 campaign? I'm having an absolute blast on the alpha still. Still thoroughly enjoying myself. However, I do play other strategy games on the channel, so let me know what other strategy games you'd like me to let's play as well. So more crossbowmen are moving up here. Let's try and move you here as well. And we'll swing around here. So once we finish off the Crusade states, I sort of want to sit back, consolidate my kingdom. The thing is with the Ayyubids, we've definitely done the right thing, because within a couple of turns, they had a full stack, didn't they? Oh, we're being surrounded here a bit. So we definitely made the right choice in preemptively striking the Crusade states, because once Christendom and the Catholic forces start sending troops, we're going to have a problem, because the Crusade has been called for Cairo, and we're quite a large sort of region here. Right, we're still pushing against the spearmen. We're going to be able to get around here, which is good. We're going to be able to hit them from one side. Okay, so I'm going to have to try and fall out my cavalry. I don't want them being in here too long fighting. Okay. Move the cavalry out. Swing around and try and hit something like this. They're still ages away as well. Okay, let's move you out. I don't know how they're still sort of routing. We can commit some more forces down here if we really need to. I think I'm going to. I want to try and wrap this up by now. It's going on a little bit longer than what I would have liked. Okay. So they've only got 2,800 left. We still outnumber them significantly. Okay, maybe try and swing around here. Even though you can't really get them, it might be alright. Wait for these guys to disembark just a wee bit more. And now we can charge them. They didn't stand a chance. It looks like the boat's actually trying to retreat. Okay. This is now completely buckled, which is good. Okay, so once they sort of cluster and come a bit closer, I'm going to switch back to the allowance of fire at will. Actually, I'm going to do it now. You're allowed to fire at will, archers. Go nuts. Okay, this has been completely and utterly destroyed. I don't need cavalry here now. However, I will need them on my right-hand side very soon. So swing this way. And get the remaining spearmen down here to fight. So push for this, push for that. So we're actually engaging their horses that are trying to go straight for us here. Get rid of the cavalry. A head-on charge will cause problems, but it's probably causing more fire, friendly fire than anything. Alright, let's slow this down and make sure everything's going okay. So that's fine. Everyone, yeah, get this cavalry fucking out here. Let spearmen here deal with them. Okay, cool. Once their main... Oh, their cavalry's now officially routed, which is good. They're actually starting to turn with their cavalry, so let's switch back to fire at will. Because we should be able to hit this unit from behind here now. And especially behind, they're just going to get absolutely trashed. There was like 50 or so, and we've killed the enemy general. We've wiped out the army. Another charge is coming in. Most of it's going to get softened up. Okay, let's try and continue to cluster. But slowly but surely make our way down here. The Crusaders are now trying to push up. My archers are hitting them. For Christendom, men! For the kingdom of heaven! Shields nice and high. I'm assuming that's what they're saying. So as you can see, there is a bit of friendly fire coming around the back. The Principality of Antioch's final stand. Okay, well, let's halt for the time being. Okay, cool. Let's continue to get rid of them, and we'll continue to bring them down. Okay, so now their spearmen and stuff's coming in. We just need to pick against these back tier units now. Hit these guys at the back, because if you hit the ones on the front, it's probably going to cause... look, you know what, fuck it. I was going to give out all these orders, but what I realized I was going to do straight after that was charge this cavalry through. So we might as well just go now, because what it's going to do is actually going to make everyone else sort of pull further back. So try and go for this, try and go for that. Once we start pushing the archers further back, each cavalry unit's going to be able to engage one. I'm going to remove my swordsmen that aren't in engagements out of their formations. Yeah, so basically grab all that except for that spearman. Oh, come on. Break, break, break. Break all this formation. You're actually alright here. Probably those guys. We just need to start peeling off. There we go. Once my cavalry picks a unit to engage, we'll be right. Get my archers to halt now. Turn off fire at will. They're going to cause more friendly fire. Okay, my cavalry's now going to be able to run down these guys quite easily and pin them. Okay. So now we're going to get some good charges around the back. Let's charge against this general. There we go. They're getting flanked now, and there's not much they can do with it. They're getting overrun. It's just that amphibious attack. That's what killed them. Okay. They're about to cop a charge from the rear here. Looks like he's just sort of accepting it. As hundreds of Ayyubids charge. Good, right. Continue on the initiative where we can. Allow the entire front line to continue to charge. And Abu Bakr has officially destroyed the full stack within Antioch and the garrison. The city is ours. And thus the last of the Crusade states as well. Good. Bring them down. Cut them to pieces. Fighting in the thick of it here as well. Hacking and slashing. So, once we finish off with this, we need to consolidate. Because we're a little bit all over the place. We've got some rebellions going on as well, which is a bit of a pain. I think we technically have a civil war as well. Cool. Let's start speeding things up. We've got them on the ropes here now. I'm so confident that we've got it. I'm just going to start allowing troops to run. Oh, there we go. There it is. She's all over Red Rover. Victory. We have victory. We want to try and run down as many of them as possible. The more the better. Good. So how many men did we lose? Sorry, 800 or so. That's crazy. That's so good. Alright, continue on where we can. There's some units further back there. Phew! Yeah, it's because they went for some stupid amphibious attack. I'm kind of surprised because they attack me, but yeah, I don't know how they did that. Yeah. Maybe it was the second army, but it looked like the first army that attacked me had seasickness. Or maybe it was the garrison. Maybe the garrison attacked me. Maybe they actually took control of the garrison and it attacked me. Because you can do that in Total Wars. In Total War Attila, you can actually, if an army's there, you can actually make the garrison sally forth. And then I guess this was the ship army was just happened to be in the water. That's what must have happened. Regardless, they're sort of stringing away here, so it's going to be difficult to run all of them down. But I reckon we've got the majority of them. My cavalry is making quick work of them. That's good. And that should be it here. Oh, there's a couple more running over the mountain pass. Good. Leave no stone unturned. A lot of deer here. Running away. Oh, there goes Jesus. In fawn form. Alright. Where are we looking? Good. Decisive victory will end it there. Alrighty, boys. Let's have a look. So, Abu Bakr. 5,169 men deployed. A measly 842 losses. We faced the Principality of Antioch, heroes of the provinces. We faced Gil, 4,420, losing 4,164. Crikey. Okay, so the main army there, 117 did alright, cavalry did piss poor, their general did alright. So who did the most work? Yeah, look at this, look at that cavalry, 482, 323, 251. Man, those guys did so well. They did about like on par of the Byzantine cataphracts. We've also got archers, decent swordsmen. Oh wow, they did really well. 108, 212. We need those guys in my army. Even though we have like lower tier access to swordsmen, they did alright, I guess. 117 there. Yeah, just look at that. Trying to make spearmen. Trying to push the legacy of Abu Bakr. Maybe I should call it the legacy of Saladin. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Okay, guys, welcome to the campaign map. Decisive victory, of course. We have 505 remaining. I guess we shall kill the captives. So Antioch can now be taken without a garrison, which is perfect. Now, I have made the decision to raise... Oh, maybe not. Civil War Alexandria. Okay. I was planning on burning Cyprus to the ground because the problem with this province is the fact that the Empire of Nicaea, the Byzantines, have roads, and Venice controls Crete here. I wanted to allow the rebels to take it. I thought they were going to take it. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really need Cyprus, and it's going to be a pain to try and hold. So we might as well just sort of leave it there. We don't want any what is it called? I don't particularly want the Kingdom of Jerusalem and Cyprus to come back, because I think if they take it and puppet it, it could be liberated technically. We've got some Ayyubid pretenders here. What I've also noticed, I've taken El Jawaf as well. For some reason, when I had a civil war, they took El Jawaf. Just these guys here. They took it. The civil war ended. Something else. Oh, we got little pop. We got heaps of these little pop-ups here, which is a pain. Yeah. So I thought the same thing might happen. They also colonized this as well. So we've got to deal with that. Okay, cool. Let's take Antioch then. Now, shall we? My siege equipment has been built, and we're going to be finishing off the last of them, I believe, here today. Excellent stuff. They definitely should have sat back and tried to force me to siege, because it would have been quite costly. Now, we can subjugate, we can sack, or we can loot and occupy. I'm going to loot and occupy straight up, because we can't use most of the buildings in there. We can use the port, which is good, but really we want to try and break down as much of it as possible. Okay, so now we're only at war. Whoa, Kingdom of Zagwe. When did that happen? Did that happen this turn? No way. Yeah. The Ayyubid pretenders join. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh. Well, we've destroyed the Principality of Antioch, but we have a potential war down in the south. They don't want peace. They do. Okay. Maybe they thought we were still dealing with the north here. So we still got to deal with my Ayyubid pretenders here. So we've got a couple of negative things. We've got a civil war going on, and the crusade target. The 5th crusade is being called upon Cairo itself. Okay, cool. Is there anything else we can really do? Cool beans. Alright, we could maybe dive into diplomacy. Does Mecca want to give me some money? That would be ideal, to be perfectly honest. And I would love to set a co-war target against them. Omar doesn't want to increase their military standing. They were inclined for maybe a defensive pact. No one else really loves us too much. Rejected. Empire of Epirus. I want to try and increase my maritime trade as quickly as possible. The problem is we're actually quite a large country spanning so much. So we've got Syria here. If I was to take Mosul, what would happen? Okay, they're at war. The Ayyubid Caliphate. They've got 2 regions here. I'm just thinking about unifying the province. They're both Muslim, so it doesn't particularly bother me too much. Okay, cool. So we'll keep this army in Antioch for the time being. I'm going to move this secondary army down to Damascus. We've got to deal with this. And I also have this army here as well. I guess I'll move it to Akka, but it's going to rebel. And it's also plagued. So let's push you further south. And I guess we allow you to recruit. There's probably no reason why we can't. So public order in the north is fine. We need to essentially get these... Well, you can't get taverns as the Ayyubid Sultanate. It makes sense. We're Muslim. We don't drink. So I think it's the... What do we want? Yeah, Pleasure House. That's what we want in the central capital. 7 public order. Okay, guys. Well, on that note, unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. I've put my money back into the economy. I'm really trying to construct public order buildings and also religious ones as well. I'm going to keep Alexandria and Damascus my main military production buildings. If I see an opening against another faction, I'll start recording again and take it. But at the moment, we're probably going to sink 10, maybe 5 turns just building a professional styled army. If the Crusaders are seen off the coast of Egypt, we'll try and intercept before they get a staging ground, an outpost, and we'll try and just sort of hold our territory, continue to try to get some alliances as well. So, once we sort of consolidated, everything's all rosy, everything's coming up Millhouse, I guess we sort of try to continue to expand. So, we've got the Kingdom of Makuria and Zagwe down here. We've got the east we can maybe push against, but I'm thinking Anatolia. I think I'm pushing into Anatolia, getting rid of the Byzantines. Once we take Greece, we can hop right over to the Papal States and take Rome for ourselves. Maybe even take Venice or something. That might be quite fun for the series. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the breach. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.